but there was some concerns about the language in the House. So at this time, I think we'd like to make the offer to take the contents as they were in 2176 without the Peaslee Technical Training District Act language. Not sure if I got that correct or not, but basically take the contents of that out and just go back to the base library district authority for Arc City and Udall.
Okay. And yes, I think the Senate got caught up in trying to help Peaslee get over the hill and not realizing that our counterpart across the rotunda didn't have enough information. My question would be on the one is, I'm just looking through this, but we had in there the electronics for the blind, or I'm trying to remember what that was. Would it have that in there?
That's not part of our offer. If that's something, I know that's something the Senate had put in there, I think on a floor amendment. Then we pulled that out in conference to kind of replace it with the Peaslee language. If you want to make that offer, we could talk about that. If you're wanting to go back to that original language for what was the definition of that, Senator Francisco?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. It was using KUSF money for the Blind Information Act to be administered by the state library. So this is the information in terms of a news service that has been provided this past year in a proviso. There is funding for that same information in this bill, but it's not continuing funding. I think the Senate Utilities Committee, who had the hearing and recommended that bill, thought it was appropriate to use the Kansas Universal Service Fund monies for that service.
And we took it out because we were changing the title. So my other question would be the process. It'll still be the process that the Senate came up with as far as that transition where they have to get out of the district and then they have to reapply into the district, because that was an agreement with South Central Kansas Library District.
Yeah, it's my intention regarding the library districts, that language all remains the same. We're just pulling out the Peaslee language, so all of the other changes that we'd made to those library districts would remain.
And then back to the KSU, not KSU, I should have said KUSF. You know, I think we have it secure in the budget, but if we did add it back in, it would take care of their policy piece. So that was the thing that they were going to have to come back and take care of, I think, next year. So, you guys want to talk about that, or?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, give us just a few minutes. We'll discuss that and see. Madam Chair, appreciate the offer. We took that into consideration. Is the funding piece, that's still in the budget right now for the Blind Information Act?
Yeah, not all of it's in there. The 40,000 is in there.
Okay,
And I think they were going to just take care of it next year, the rest of it.
okay. Because the one thing I have concern about is this is language that House Tax hasn't seen. I'm not sure if House Utilities has seen it either. I just don't want to get us, you know, at this stage in the game, get us into a situation where there might be something that we just didn't have a chance to really review and go through. I think it passed out of Senate Utilities unanimous, but I just wanted to make sure we had some House eyes on it. I didn't want to lose the library pieces. I know they've been working on that for at least a couple of years.
I think we're fine with that because when we did make that change for Peasley, we felt comfortable it was going to be secure and it was going to continue to move forward. So I have no reason to have any other thoughts about that.
Okay. So I think the House, while we appreciate that offer, I think we would like to just stick with the library pieces at this time. More than happy to take a look at the both the Peasley language and the Blind Information Access Act next year.
Well, and I think more people know about Peasley Tech now.
Yes, they do.
So are you guys okay with that? Okay. You okay? Senator Francisco.
Thank you. And I just would share that the Peasley bill passed in a very similar format, 122 to 2 in the House, but it had been the previous session. So I appreciate your consideration of that, and I don't think we would have brought it up if it hadn't at least passed at some point at some time.
Yeah, I think I made the comments to that on the floor, but yeah, we get new people in and they vote differently sometimes because they did not, I'm not sure how many people we have left over from when that did pass, but there was more concern there than I anticipated, so.
Well, we're comfortable and we appreciate you coming back to the table, and I think we have a good library bill.
Excellent, thank you. Anything staff needs for clarification? Okay. Thank you then, once again, and we are adjourned.
Thank you and good luck.